hyperventilating.
Hello,
everyone. Welcome to this amazing show that we call Fun Times with the Devs. That's what we call it. It's good to see you again. I'm Mathieu. I'm the producer on this beautiful madness that is Dead by Daylight. And with me, as always, except when he's not, Dave.
Yes.
My trusty creative director. All right, let's do things. Okay, news and announcements. First of all, welcome one and all. This is the episode 34. We've done this 34 times now.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool. I'm enjoying it. Are you still having a good time?
Absolutely.
Good.
I love this.
Dave's back. Welcome back, Dave. Hello from Russia. Yay.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. I had a restful holiday. It was nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Move on
There you
from those pleasantries.
Okay.
Introduce our mods. Who do we have here modding today?
I don't know. Let me check. I don't know how it works anymore. It's been too long.
So long. There's a button. I know
I
that.
pressed that button. There you go.
Okay.
It's loading. Well, BroBQ.
BroBQ
That's
is
new.
here. Yeah,
Hello.
we gave him a sword last
That's
week.
perfect.
Thank you for joining us, BroBQ.
Yeah.
I feel safer already.
Yeah, we have Murph, Sassy, Suggestive,
Suggestive.
and we have Faded today.
Dick Fort. I just like Dick Fort.
Yeah.
I just like Dick Fort. Till there. And who else? Faded is here.
Yeah.
Hey, Faded. Good to have you back. All right. Then we have Bjorn at the desk over there, making sure everything is peachy. Thank you for that. And I think that's it. That's everyone.
There
All
you
right.
go. That's everyone.
Let's get this show on the road, people. First of all, the news. It's not news because I told you last week, but I'm telling you again because it's kind of a big thing. On Tuesday, I'm getting on an airplane with Paul and with Alex, and we are going to Taiwan for the Taipei Game Show, which should be terrifyingly exciting.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a big thing. We're going to meet a lot of really cool people. We're going to be in the booth, the Twitch booth. So we're going to be there with a bunch of other fun but not as fun games, is what I heard. So there. It's going to be very exciting, but it means I will not be here next week for the Twitch stream. So it will probably mean a huge hike in quality.
Yeah, I'm gonna be here, but I'm gonna fuck it up.
Okay, cool. You're going to invite someone to fuck it up with and blame it on?
Sure. For sure. McLean's gonna be here. So I'm taking a photo of Bjorn, and if he wants, later I'm gonna post this photo because people want to see
Bjorn. There you go. And it's kind of fun to see what we're looking at when we're doing this.
Yeah.
Okay. Other thing. I have here Blood Hunt.
Oh yeah. So we're having a blood hunt.
So right now, or almost,
Yeah.
Stefan, who's our gatekeeper, told us that he's going to patch the game. Like now, or now-ish.
Yeah. When it's 2:30 in these water. So we should probably talk about the patch before we talk about the blood hunt.
Okay, let's do that.
All right. So the patch comes with, not meaningful things. Little bug fix like.
They are very meaningful.
Not really. I mean,
Go on.
The nurse outfit number 2, the progression of the burning on the hand has been fixed because that was out. Then the other one is a small thing. Really, you could prestige before level 50 by using some sort of exploit. So that has been fixed.
Good.
Yay! Thank you for everyone that reported that. And then the other tiny thing is the massive exploit of the holidays
Yes.
has been fixed. So many
Perk stacking,
issues,
power swapping.
all these things that's going to be
You know what
patched
we're saying.
now. So
Yeah.
So there you go. Yay!
All that in a patch that's gonna happen within the next few minutes. Yes, I know. Last week on the Twitch I said it's gonna be early next week, which right now is not early next week. However, it doesn't break anything, this patch, as opposed to if we had done that on Tuesday.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. On a side note on that, I'd like to mention that for us here that are back from vacation, the whole team is here, and we changed a little bit the way we're going to go about prioritizing things and how we're going to actually create the stuff from now on. I was saying that to some extent last year, in the last 6 months since the launch of the game, we've been a little bit bold in the way we do things. We've taken a few risks. I think that in overall, it's paid off. The game is great. There's a lot of content. There's a lot of stuff in there. We've patched whenever we could, maybe a little quickly sometimes, because we wanted to show that we listen. We wanted to show that we react quickly when things go wrong. However, 2017 for us is going to be under the theme of stability and a game that is more solid and less junk and clunk and bugs. So it doesn't mean we're going to crawl to a halt, absolutely not, but it means that we are going to take a little bit more cautious steps sometime. We're going to spend a little more time testing, and we're going to be a little more thorough. So that I think it's going to be a good thing overall. We want to make sure that we now have a really large community of people playing the game regularly, and we want to make sure that they get a better and better experience as we go along. So there.
Okay, so now Blood Hunt. So that's the
Blood Hunt.
That's the fun bit. So with all that happened, and also to celebrate Friday,
Yes.
which is the 13th.
Which is sort of a date.
It's a date.
Hear
It's a
in
date
the
we like.
horrific circles.
We were going to have the Blood Hunt for next weekend, this weekend. So
So
there you
that
go,
means
have fun.
for the neophytes out there,
Yes.
that means double blood points when you're playing the game.
There you go.
So whoop whoop.
Only for the killers. I'm kidding.
That's horrible. That's horrible. So yeah.
I'm kidding.
Do you know
Survivor
where?
as well.
Of course you do, but just for the sake of conversation, do you know where the Friday the 13th horror link comes from?
No.
I like pointing
Don't
at
point at
people
me
with
with
things.
food, no.
I usually use my pipe, but this is gonna work for now. So it's actually from the moment when the Pope actually did a surprise sneak attack on the Crusaders.
Oh.
The Knights Templars, and he said, okay, all of a sudden he gave orders, secret orders that were like in envelopes to a lot of people, and then on that Friday they opened them all at once and they did a surprise attack and they killed most of the Templars, and then they put people on the stake to burn them and things like that. And that was on a Friday the 13th, and the legend goes that this is why the Friday the 13th is now a date.
I hope you appreciate the little history lesson.
So for those wondering what I'm holding in my hand right now, it is a Wang Lai Mint love letter, mini love letter. So Melody out there, a streamer from Singapore, sent us a big box of goodies that the team jumped in and dug in, and there are a few left right now, and then I'm eating them.
We're just listening to the crunching at the moment. I think it's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, next. What do you have next?
Okay, so that was the Blood Hunt.
Okay.
Let's talk a little bit about save data and restoration of blood points.
Yeah, what's going on with that?
So we now have a tool that exists that allows us, more our customer support people, to give people extra blood points according to a little formula that we made. So depending on how many hours of gameplay you've logged in, we're going to give you some blood points. And there's been a lot of restorations that have been done so far. It's going slower than we would like, but
Yeah.
we're going through the list. It's happening right now. We've been in contact with them because this is an outside firm. We didn't hire people that are sitting over there.
No.
We hired a firm of people who specialize in customer service, and we're giving them messages to give people, and we're giving them directive on how to deal with the different cases. And right now, we're not. The process is not perfect, so we need to make sure that first of all, anybody who sends in a report gets a reply within moments saying we have received your report. And then the next step is when we give you blood points, we need to verify But we have the tool for that, but I'm not sure they're using it properly or that they know how to. But we can verify that your blood point wallet has received the points. Now there might be issues here or there, might be linked or not to the fact that your profile is set to private or something like that. We're looking into it, but the tool exists, and a lot of people have received points already, and more are getting. So it's something that's being fixed as we speak.
Ongoing.
I'm very happy with that. So I have here part 3, special guests. We don't have special guests today.
We don't, right?
No. We said maybe we'd shake this and Michael would appear.
No, Michael's a cat.
Yeah.
A cat person.
So cats really do whatever the hell they want.
That's it.
So there. When is the blood hunt? This weekend.
Start tomorrow.
Yeah. When we
So,
say weekend, usually it's Friday.
Friday to Monday, because we want to make sure that everybody gets the full 2 days.
Yeah. Within the next couple of hours? No, not really. Okay, so here I'm gonna read a little bit from the chat. Was people that leave the game open 24/7 to have a lot of time logged into the game and get more blood points, we really don't care about, because the worst that's gonna happen is a few people are gonna get way too many blood points, and it's not gonna make them better players. It's not even gonna affect the games of the real players. So there. I missed the winter sale. Any plan for an upcoming sale? Well, there will be other sales for sure. We're mostly, we're following the Steam calendar more or less. But yeah, there will be others. But seriously, it's worth paying $20 if you don't have the game to play now. I'm saying that I didn't pay for it. I still think it's a good bargain, but I didn't pay for it. I want to be honest here. When next killer?
I don't know.
Okay. Should we go to the Steam forum? So we revived our Q&A on Steam because it creates a far more ordered list of questions, and it's easier for us to deal with because that chat gets a little hectic sometimes. So we'll go through that and answer some questions from the Steam chat. And then we'll be back to the Twitch chat.
Where is it? I can't find it.
I have it right here.
Oh, perfect.
I will ask you questions,
okay,
and then you can answer them.
Well, in the meantime, though, just before we start that, as game changes, I think that it's not something that's coming in the patch right now, but there are some things that are coming in the next patch. So we wanted to patch as soon as possible to fix this exploit and these bugs. But obviously there is another big patch that's coming down the line, and some other nice fix or new features are coming to the game, or balance changes. So I just wanted to quickly talk about some of them.
Sure.
So one that we are finalizing right now is the auto repair on the hooks.
Yeah, that's gonna help tremendously with the face camping and the sabotage ultimate game.
Well, yeah. So because of the famous strategy of sabotaging all the hooks, and then there's nothing to do, and you have to use Iron Grasp.
Or slug.
Yeah,
or slug them.
We did try in the PDB a hook repair feature. So what happens is that the sabotage works on the hook, and after 2 minutes, the hook will repair itself. The entity will give back the hook to the killer to be used again. So that is, we're finalizing this feature, and it's going to come in the next big patch. So not the patch of today, but the next one. If everything goes according to plan and it works properly. The other one is the ability for killer to destroy generators. So when generators are partially repaired, not when they're full, but when they're partially repaired, the killer can go to them and hit them hard enough to make them go back, so degenerate the repair. There's some constraint and there's some rules that we'll explain more in detail when we get there, but this is also something that we're finalizing at the moment, and that's going to go into the game in the next patch.
Dave, do you like octopi?
Like the animals?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay. To eat or to play with?
I never played with one. Eating, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay. The other one is the lunge attack and the assist on it. So that's something that's going to change quite a bit for the killer. We've been playing with this on our side internally for quite a while. Before the holidays, we were playing with that. This is also going to go into a PTB first before we actually patch it, so that everybody can try it and give us some feedback on it. So what's going to happen is that the attack is going to change quite a bit. There's not going to be assist on it at all. So really what we want to do here is make the attack more of a skillful action, which is always good. And with that comes settings for the controller so that it's actually usable with the controller as it is with the mouse. So for example, sensitivity on the controller. What?
I just think it's funny.
Yeah, okay.
Because I played with the controller.
Yeah, you play with the controller.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, there. Where can I get your shirt, Matt? I love that game. So this here is the defluffification crew shirt, which means that only the devs that work on the Naughty Bear got to wear that shirt. So you have one of those.
I do.
Cool. All right. So that was it for the upcoming changes. Not really.
There's other, but we can take some questions.
But I'll talk about the new engine because I think it's interesting. So one of the things that we want to patch soon is that we are updating the Unreal engine. So Unreal keeps coming up with new versions of their engine, and we were using the one that was current when we started production. We've upgraded at halfway point through production, and obviously there are some improvements that were made to Unreal, and we want to stay current, so we're going to upgrade the version of Unreal. I think we were at 4.08 right now, what you're playing in the live build, and we're going to go up to 4.13 or 14. So that's going to happen.
This comes with performance changes. There's some development tools that changes obviously, so we can be more efficient. New features in the engine, and for anybody who doesn't know about game development quite a lot, updating an engine of a live game or a game that's
it is not a trivial thing.
No, it is a big thing to do. I'm glad we did it, and it's just going to make the game better.
Can you fix all the bugs and nerf the killer, please?
Well, yeah, we should do the bug part. Nerfing the killer, I'm not sure. Part of it, maybe. Okay, so you talked about that.
Yep.
So we can talk about the rest a little bit later if you want to take some questions.
Okay, so let's go to a few questions then. I have here, would you consider altering the hag's ability so that you could give her normal movement speed and have her still be balanced?
Well, I'm sure there are some ways to do it. We've decided to balance the hag that way. We also currently have some changes in mind for the hag that can make her a little bit more lethal in some parts. But I'm not quite ready to talk about this just yet. We're just starting to debate on this internally.
Okay. Is there anything being done about the hatch standoffs?
Not at the moment. It is a part of the game which I'd like to review, like to go back to, but it's not currently in one of our priorities.
Okay. Will tip thresholds for killers be increased since killers currently rank up a little too easily?
Yeah, I agree. So this is interesting. So we've been talking about this for quite a while, but now it's becoming more of a reality for us. We want to change how the ranking system works. So there's going to be
That's a bigger conversation, but you can get into it a little.
Okay, so it's a big overhaul of what changes in the ranking system and the scoring system that's gonna come. And the way the character Pip right now, what are you doing?
I'm drawing a smile on my little star there.
Okay, is gonna change quite a bit, and it's gonna get more based on skill and the actual objectives that you have to do, rather than the time or the scoring that you get into a game.
Yeah, and this would come with, a lot of changes.
A lot of changes.
Can one of the developers dance a hornpipe? So many of us are dancers to a certain degree. And some of us have genuine backgrounds in dancing. I know for a fact that Stefan Horvatz would be able to dance a hornpipe. I don't think he will, though. So, next question. Can you please bring back the pig?
Yeah, so animals, the pig of the prototype.
Yeah.
So for people who don't know about this, in the early prototype of the game, there was a pig running around that could cause distraction for everyone, for the killer. Well, that pig is not in the final product because it is a piece of AI. We could make a pig at some point. I think it would be quite interesting to have more animals. And
Probably be some sort of a what's it called? A sanglier?
a boar.
A boar. Yeah, I think a boar would fit probably a little better than a pink little squealy pig.
It was quite cute.
Yeah. Recently, you increased the stun for when a survivor wiggles free of the killer grasp from 3 seconds to 5 seconds. Was that intentional? If so, why?
No.
When we fixed the stun,
Yeah,
which was
we
broken.
fixed it. Yeah, we fixed it because it was too short. The decisive strike at a 5 second. So I'm not sure, but maybe I don't know that bit of the story. So sorry, I can't answer. But it's definitely not supposed to be that long in normal circumstances.
How fast is crouching relative to walking and sprinting as a survivor?
Oh, as actual values, I don't have them with me. I can't answer. I don't have them with me. I don't know them by heart. Actually, just before we go too far into questions, because we just talked about decisive strike.
Yeah.
We're actually changing how the perk is working. So it's not going to be in this patch, but it's going to be in the next one. So decisive strike is going to change. It's going to become an obsession perk. If you are the obsession, it's going to work as is, just like what we have in game right now. If you are not the obsession, it's going to work a little bit differently. So you will have to wiggle for some time, so depending on the perk level, to get to the skill check to be able to run away. So these are the first changes that are coming.
Okay.
So.
In regards to the upcoming lunge changes, will killers still be able to lunge around corners and surprise survivors hiding behind unused pallets, or will this feature be removed entirely with its implementation?
The super quick turning into a hit will be very difficult. Let's just say like that, near impossible.
Why is quick and quiet not 100%? Nobody uses it outside killer's range. Would you prefer a different question?
Yeah.
Okay. Will you ever consider allowing the placement of hex totems to be killer controlled, or at least be spawnable in the killer's basement? This would make destroying them a high risk, high reward scenario.
This is something that the design team is juggling with at the moment. How totem are quite easy to find and destroy, and it's never pleasant when your big one get destroyed first and you lose your perk. And that it was not the intent. So the first step that we're making is that in level design we're looking at some of the placement of totems that are very obvious. There was still some of them very, very obvious. This has been changed. Now, trying to hide the totems is not something that's possible because of how we build levels. The tiles can rotate, so hiding a totem behind a tree might become in front of the tree in some layout, depending on how the tiles are built. But we're looking into other mechanics around the totems to make them more powerful, or to preserve the perks for a longer period.
This question is specifically for Dave.
Oh.
Are there any intentions to replace perk descriptions with actual number values or percentages instead of slightly, moderately, blah blah blah.
Oh, not perks, but add-ons and
So everything.
No, not at the moment. Anyways, it's we considered at some point making the values open and accessible on the website, for example. We don't have that kind of bandwidth to create this document or to give it, but in game I prefer to keep it like this, so to just show the relation of power, but not the actual number of what it's doing.
Lower question. Where do survivors go after they enter the trapdoor hatch?
They go back to the lobby. They go back to the campfire.
All right. Okay, we answered that. Will there be new survivors, killers for free? Yeah.
Well, that is a question for you.
Yeah, there will be new survivors, killers for free. Yeah,
Cool.
I know of stuff coming. I will not talk about it because I've been well trained. Is there a particular reason the Hag's Mori is a third person from the killer point of view and not first person? And could we expect the other killer's Mori to be third person at some point?
There is a very good reason.
Yeah.
And we tried so much to make it first person, but it was making everyone sick. So the action is so fast and brutal and close to the character. I was about to say close to Dwight, because when the animators show us the animation, it's always Dwight that gets killed.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's the basic character.
Yeah.
The base one. So anyways, it was so dizzying that we've decided that it could not be played in first person, so this one is in third. So the others should be in first person. I prefer when we keep the immersion of being the killer.
But there's no rule that says,
No.
now that we know we can do it,
Yeah.
if it fits better or if we think it makes for a better experience, we'll do it.
And we can even maybe give you the option to watch it in first or third. Why not? Maybe.
Sure. That means menu options somewhere.
I'm just saying.
They don't do that.
I'm just saying.
Another lore question. In what order did the killers enter the entity's realm? Which killer has been serving the entity the longest? Two questions. I don't think we can answer the first part necessarily. In what order did all the killers? But the longest one, the one that's been there for the longest, I think is pretty... No.
Which one, you think?
Evan?
Not even. Heaven? Not even. No, so you can get a little bit of this lore when you go in on the website. You have description about environments, about places. You know that killer comes from a specific place. I mean, for us, the Trapper has been there forever.
Yeah, but
It's the first
also
one.
time doesn't work the same way in there. We know that.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So according to you,
According to me, right now the one that's been in there for the longest period would have to be the nurse.
I don't know. I think we'll need to talk about this. Okay. That's interesting though. I like these kinds of questions. And then I hate them. And then I like them again. Okay. I'm just pressing the thing. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. Let's go to... let's take a call. Can we discuss palette loops, please?
I'd like to get Matt Walker in here at some point to talk about infinites and what we're doing to fix them. And he has something very interesting, which he dubbed the chase economy, which is really, really nice. He could come and talk to you about this specifically, and palette loops come into this as well. I feel I'm not qualified enough to go in depth about infinites and palette loops, so I'll leave that to experts.
Yeah.
We'll get him in here at some point.
We'll do that.
Maybe next week.
Maybe. You've got a lot of time to fill.
Yeah.
If I mail you £10 and a Toblerone, can I have a Dweird? Oh.
Oh,
You made my PC crash.
Wow.
Okay, so
Well, let me take some question here then. Well, you can answer that question.
it's possible, but yeah, and actually, there's a lot of people who want these exclusive items that we've created for certain events and promotional moments, and we are well aware of that. That people want those special customization outfits, and we hear you, and we want to give them to you. We also want to respect the fact that some collectors have put in a lot of effort to try to get their grummy hands on them. It's a new word I made up. And we also want to keep that real for them. So, yeah, we're working on something right now, and we want to make sure that you will eventually be able to sport your Dweird in some form. I think that's enough
Cool.
for now.
That's pretty cool.
It's restarting.
So, have you thought about redesigning the whole maps or had new things to them like other buildings? We sure did.
Yeah.
We sure did.
Don't we have new maps coming?
We sure do. Can we say that?
No.
Okay.
No, I asked Olivier before we came in here if we could say that. He said no.
He said, don't talk about the new maps that are coming.
Mm.
Okay.
Sorry.
You guys made the Blood Web too easy. There are people who are P3 with only 50 hours in game.
P3 with 50 hours?
I feel like that's a pretty long time, 50 hours. We did make them easier. They still take quite a lot of time to get there.
But they're certainly not legacy prestige. Am I right?
Yeah. No, Prestige 3 in 50 hours is...
It seems a little short, but it
seems short.
But if you're playing super intensely and you're efficient and you're a good player, it's possible. But is it too easy?
I don't know. I didn't have a lot of complaints about it's too easy or put more grind into the game. But I mean, it could be a valid complaint and suggestion to us. So yeah, I accept this.
Okay. You said in the past that you wanted a typical game to end in 2 deaths and 2 escapes, but the data you've shown on the stream indicates that the majority of games are not 2-2. Are you working on plans to change the game so that most games end in 2-2? To put a little more clarity on this, we never said that we wanted most games to end in 2-2. We wanted the average to end up around that, where 50% of people escape. Like you have 1 in 2 chances of making it out alive. So so you're gonna have a lot of games where it's 3-1 and 1-3 and these kinds of things. But the bell curve of statistics is close to what we wanted.
If the pie chart that we showed of the 2-2 would be larger, I'd be happy with that. Are we working to balance the game in that direction? Yeah, we are making changes to the game. We are attempting different things to change behaviors, but also to balance the game at the same time, to give more chances in some situations where we feel it's a little bit too hard for the killer or the survivors.
Why do you shadow buff nerf things lately? Why not just post it in the patch notes and stand for your actions?
Oh, we usually do.
Yeah, I don't think we've done any shadow buffs or nerfs.
No, well, I sure hope we didn't. Maybe something went and we just didn't catch it, but it's definitely not something that we want to do.
When we patch the game and there are no patch notes, because it's happened once or twice, there's a small little like 20 meg patch or something, and then we don't release patch notes, and people are like, what the fuck just happened? I had to download something, I don't know what's happening. Usually it's because it's a small change in data or in the code in things that are completely not relevant to the gameplay. They're background stuff, or sometimes it's prep work for something that's coming in a little bit. So then we tend to not even mention it. But if it was a quick 20 meg patch to tweak the speed of the nurse, for instance, then we would absolutely talk about it. There's no reason why we would try to hide changes to the gameplay.
No.
There's no valid reason why we would want to do that.
No, it's something that we want everybody to know. It's just beneficial for everybody.
Any further developments in the discussion of Soul Survivor buffs or reworks?
Yeah, we've discussed this morning. I'm trying to remember. I don't recall. I'll get Stefan here next week too.
Because
we
he
get
knows this shit.
Full design table, and we can talk
But
about
then
this.
get Yannick and Matt.
Yeah, introduce Yannick too.
Are you going to add the aura of the hooked person again? I think camping increased since you took it out of the game.
Oh, that could be a good point.
The aura of the people on the hook was not removed as part of a design conversation.
No.
Technically it's a bug. It's something that happened because we changed something else in the system, and but it wasn't a critical game-breaking bug, so it didn't make the list of the things that needed to fix when you put it next to the save game issues or the fix to the perk stacking and things like that. So yes, it should come back. Yeah. What else? Do we have live questions to take right now? No.
I don't have a lot.
My chat is broken since my computer restarted, so I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'll talk while you're sorting this out.
Okay.
Try to sort it out. I'll talk about other things that are in the making, as in bug fixes and some changes. Ace in the hole. If you were using that perk, which has a chance to give you add-ons on items you get out of chests, if you got an add-on that is usable, such as instant heal on the medkit, for example, then this didn't work. Now this is going to be fixed. So in the next big patch, you'll be able to use it in that match, which is much better, obviously. There was some issues with balance lending where it was triggering at the wrong moment. So this has been fixed as well. Good news for balance lending. And that's actually a big one. I'm very
Machine
happy
gun
about it.
perk? Machine gun build?
This is also something that we've changed. So the changes is that I hope I'm not making a mistake right now because I haven't talked with Stefan for quite a while. But the plan was to have one of the perk being on missed attacks and the other on actual hits.
Yeah.
Not both.
Yeah, actually Stefan talked about it last
week.
A little bit.
Good.
People remember these things.
Yeah, but they're not the same people, maybe.
Oh, right.
Now, the other thing that's really cool is that we've implemented a failsafe just in case you would fall out of the world for some reason. This happens. It's infuriating when it happens. So now we will place you back into the world. So at least you can keep playing. Everything is going to be fine. You don't need to get out of the game, quit, and lose your pips for a bug. So there you go. So, did you manage to do it?
Yeah, I have the thing now. I have the chat right there.
Good.
Is Spy from the Shadows fixed?
What is it? Is it broken again?
No. It was broken. It's been fixed.
Yes.
I say that with certainty, but then I feel every time I say that I feel like no, it just broke again and I didn't know about it. But probably not. I still didn't get my progress back. So I addressed it a little bit. It's a very important issue, so I'll say the thing again for the save game, the save games that were lost. We have a customer support company that we're using for that. We gave them the tools to give people back their points according to a formula based on the number of hours played. Right now, the process that we gave them that should be working, but it might not be perfect, is if you submit a report, you should get a reply saying, we received your report, we'll be helping you soon. And then they give you points and they send you a message saying you just received your points, go check it out. And then they should be able to verify that your points are well in your bonus points wallet, and then you should get your points. So right now, according to us, everything should work. It seems like I'm getting a few reports of people where it didn't. So we're going to look into that. But it's people are getting their points back. That I can tell you has been confirmed. We have many people who have received their points back, and will more and more are coming every day.
And I mean, by the way, about support, we've had a very interesting meeting this week about this, and plan for the future, and we're going to make things easier for everyone to be able to report and reach support and know that their case is being handled properly.
We weren't ready for that. The number of players and therefore the number of bugs and requests that we get from people for help, we weren't ready for that.
No,
it's fine, and we're now setting it up properly. I just got a question about the Taipei Game Show from a Taiwan player saying, "Hey, I'll be there. Can I speak to you in Chinese, or do I have to speak English?" You can totally speak to me in Chinese, but I will not understand. I will, however, be there with Alex, and Alex speaks Chinese very well, and he's actually from Taiwan, so he's going to be home and happy to be there. So yes, you'll absolutely be able to speak Chinese with some of the team of Dead by Daylight, and so come see us and shake our hand and enjoy some Chinese Dead by Daylight. What else? If you're gonna add hook auto repair, it's fair to add pallet auto repair too?
No, it's not the same kind of issue. I mean, we're talking about justice for survivor and killer, but no, like there is really an issue with sabotage in how the game plays, and we think that sabotaging hook with a limit on them, like a 2 minute before they repair, is going to add more strategy to how you should sabotage the hooks and which one you should sabotage versus just sabotaging everything and having like a get out of jail card. Now pallets is something else. Pallets are working correctly, in most cases. This is actually something that's coming too about pallets. There is a change about pallets that's coming. They're going to be a little bit. We'll talk about the changes next week with Matt Walker.
A little clue about the new killer. Who said anything about a new killer? I certainly didn't say anything about a new killer. Why are the common perks more rare than the ultra rare ones?
There was an issue with that, and we are looking into it yet again.
Why isn't the orange schmuck fixed when it's been broken for weeks? Well, the rude reason is that it affects about 200 people. We're fixing it. We're gonna fix it.
Yeah.
But it's as opposed to other bugs which affect the whole of the community.
Yeah. Of course,
but it's getting
big
fixed.
Bugs.
Also, sometimes things are fixed, but then they need to be part of a patch, and then we pick and choose what's gonna make it into the patch to reduce risks. So it's not a simple matter. Pourrons-nous remonter les palettes si elles n'ont pas été détruites?
Not for now, anyways. So the question was, can we
put the pallets back up
pallet if
they haven't been destroyed?
Not for now. No, that's not something that's going to happen.
Why is Iron Grasp higher level stupidly hard to get?
Oh, that I have no clue. The Iron Grasp highest
randomness.
Level, it's randomness, yeah.
When will be fixed the use 4 times the same perk and the auto aim of Nurse?
So the perk thing is fixed as the patch that maybe is already released.
Is it? I can try to launch the game and see.
Just ask Stefan.
I'll try to launch the game.
So that's in the patch. That's in today's patch. That's fixed. The auto aim of the Nurse. Well, if it's the normal attack, that's like we've discussed, it's something that's going to change. But the attack out of the teleport is going to stay pretty much the same way.
Okay.
We're taking a little break for fun images.
Oh yes, let's see things that have been given to us from the web. Oh, downloading, view news. There's no news. Well, there's a patch downloading, so I'd say it's probably a good sign. Okay, let me get this folder up and running. This whole restart screwed me.
Okay.
It's gonna take a second there. Oh, network access.
Oh, really?
No, it's fine. Just a moment.
Okay. Well, meanwhile, I can start talk about something else that's coming in the big patch, which is the competition mode. Thing that so right now you have very little power in this. So in Kill Your Friend you can spectate, so you can have a sixth player that's only a spectator, which you can use to do tournaments, competition, which is quite interesting. But now we're adding more functionality to this mode, and this is coming into that patch as well. So you'll be able to customize a little bit the match and what you can use in these matches.
All right then.
Cool.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go to the web for images that are of...
Wow.
Come on. This is made out of pure awesomeness. I believe this is 666 Blaster. This is beautiful. There's no other words. I want that album, because obviously this is an album cover for a band called Dead by Daylight.
Awesome.
Next one we have here, Ace by Gadrays Datgemixne? Gadrays. We'll say Gadrays. Very nice. Make for a great sticker or maybe magnets for your fridge. Love it. Next one is this very disturbing art by Andrew Strode. Benedict Baker as a killer. I don't know. I'm not comfortable with this. It's great art, not comfortable. Next we have Artamals, who did this little 180 visualization here. I like how playful and nice everything is in this. It fills me with a sense of childlike wonder. Next one, we have this little cartoon from Artesidius, I believe, or it's posted. No, it's Artesidius. So there.
Yeah, that happens to me all the time.
Yeah, you're like, yay! Let's play this fun game of repairing generators. That's not gonna happen. Okay, Beavis.
The full family.
Yeah, kept working on his family of killers. It is a thing of magnificence at this point. So we have a picture next of the hillbilly seen from up close, which was missing, and I wanted to add something to this. And this is a first for us. It is dev art, fan art.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wanted to show Beavis that... No, but put the next one. It's all good. This is the wall right next to Eliane's desk. Eliane, our VFX artist, and that's near the character artists. And you can see that she printed out every single one of your little wire creations and put them next to her desk as inspiration. So there. I thought that was worth mentioning. Next we have Sea Fox.
Nice.
Beautiful totem pole of killers here.
The raid is awesome.
he's so happy. The hag too. The hag's having a good time there. All right. Here we have Cupcake. Didn't we show that before?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, so
It's
thank
magical.
you.
It's
Thank
fine.
you. Like, it's going to be at every stream from now on.
It's a new show for kids. Then we have Del Segno.
Yeah. What?
That's all I gotta say about
yeah,
this.
yeah.
It's it speaks for itself.
Mhm.
Some art you
It
can't
does.
add. Then we have we've seen this. Why is this wrong? It's okay. Let's keep moving. It's fine. This was a good one. It's fine. Go on, next one. Okay, so this is yet another creation by DW, who created the Trapper mask that we presented to you, part of the Bloodstained Sack. So he's created a few things so far. This is an alternate weapon for the Raid, which, even though it might not be absolutely lore-wise correct, it doesn't matter. There's no denying that it is absolutely awesome. The teeth, the human teeth on it are particularly disturbing. I like that. So well done. Then we have Demigod, who created this very nice portrayal of the characters. I feel like they are probably his friends or some specific people that we don't know of.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter. It's really nice. I like the little felt dolls feeling to them. Then we have this beautiful, moody Dwight by New Year's Dope.
That's kind of a new style.
Yeah, I'd
like
see
this.
that as his Tinder profile, maybe, or his Grindr profile. I don't know. But he's it's good. He looks a little worried, but he's okay. Don't worry. Then we have Eagle Saint J, who created this rendition of Meg. I believe it may have got him a code for that street Meg art.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Some people try to bribe me with artwork. Then we have the next one here by Fox Sins. I just really like the simplicity of this one.
Hey.
There you go.
That's what he
Beautiful
says,
avatar picture
Yeah.
for people who want to use. Obviously, give props where props are due. Next one, Funny Apricot created this beautiful nurse whistling.
Yeah.
I like the pose. As an animator in an old life, I think that this is a very iconic way to fly. It's very Mary Poppins-ish, as opposed to what the nurse is. But I like it. It's good. Then we have Gatto Negro, who created this, again, a furry version of Jake. I don't know why Jake is the one that always ends up being a furry.
No idea if someone can explain that to us.
But it works. I'm not going to deny it. It works.
It's beautiful art.
Yeah. This is the only real life thing that we have today, I believe. But it is really, really cool. So Hang In There created this really nice 80s suitcase Dwight shirt. Well done. I wear that. Then we have Kinda Salty by Sinful. We saw that last week, didn't we? Yeah, we saw that. Why are we still getting doubles? I don't know.
Mix up folders.
It's mostly because we wanted to show Dave. Hayo Ya here. Very nice Nia. I'm always personally affected by art of Nia. I like Nia. Next one is Hukang Jig. This is a very cool version of the hag. She could totally have looked like that, with the mouth opening into a fiery pit of pain,
Hatred.
misery, probably.
Hatred.
Yeah, it's pure hatred. Just gotta stick through her head. I think it's more of a. It's like the arrow gag thing. I like it. I Am Though created this. It's very strange, the faces and especially the eyes of the character. There's something really disturbing in there. I feel there's absolute resignation in face of misery. I think maybe I read too much into this. I don't know. Then we have Kung Fu Panda, who created this.
No.
No.
That I know.
That was posted by
that
Kung
was
Fu Panda.
Posted, yeah, but that's not the right credit.
Well,
So we need to
that's
find
all.
that
I
credit.
can't do anything when that doesn't happen.
Yeah. Well, sorry about that. We don't have the credit for
The
it.
original
This
artist for this should be receiving glory and praises.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah. Then we have a Nia here from someone. I could not find the artist for this one, but at least I know it's not Nia. So, a very cool little image there. Oh, there we have another life thing. So this is, I believe, like a Prisma filtered picture of someone cosplaying as the Trapper, which I thought was very cool.
That's really cool.
So
It's been a while. Cosplays.
yeah.
It's not the season.
Then we have Not the Basement. Again, I think we saw that. No? Okay, that's a new one. It's so new. It's amazing. Very cool artwork here. Thank you. So we have some really talented people. This I kind of like, the little sketches like this. So this is Pathesis, I believe, who created the... There's a signature there, so you'd know if it's you or not. Yeah. Very well done, the Lori on there. Well, actually, all of them are really cool. Then the next one is Fifi. Fifi. This little situation. It looked like a Charlie Brown kind of thing.
And so close. I mean, Ace is almost doing a finger gun. Almost. It's the only complaint I have.
And obviously, Dwight is about to die.
Of course.
So
they're all pretty much in character.
yeah, that's good. Then we have Phoenix TD, who created this very nice Nia again in a style that we don't see often, which I really like. I have a friend who draws a little bit like that. He makes some very interesting books about. It's like choose your own adventure with cats. Very good, among things. Then we have Pulsinator, who posted this. This from Instagram, Dollover, a very creepy doll. I think it's one of those whatever horror themed doll things.
Yeah.
That's been
so
remade
cool.
into Meg. It's very, very well done.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's super cool.
Well done.
We want some of those. This is really, really cool. Ploy Art did Meg Thomas. I would read that comic book.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So I see a lot of people posting like one page with a few squares of comics in there. I really hope we get to that comic book at some point.
Agreed.
This is propaganda from Huckleberry Perry. There's only one. I think that on DeviantArt you can find. There's a bunch. It's a series that he did. I thought they were really, really cool. Very cool graphics.
So
very well done.
repeat that name.
That is Huckleberry Perry.
All right. Again, real fast.
Huckleberry Perry.
Okay, good.
Then we have Propimol. Propimol. Really cool little thing. I have a lot today.
Yeah,
I like it.
really. Like it's almost 3 already.
Okay, I'll go quickly then. Ren Sayo, I believe, is the name here. Really
Awesome.
Yeah. Move on. We have this Scarlet created this. Oh, and a little furry Dwight. There we go. To make me lie about Jake. And this beautiful group picture done by Sept Creature, I believe. And again, Michael is miserable. Everybody else is having a good time.
Big hug. That's cool.
Then we have Sovenka, who posted this. I'm not sure it's from Sovenka, but there's a series done by that artist. I can recognize the style. It's really, really cool. Then we have another one right after there of the Trapper. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
And the next one is something we've seen, so that's a repeat. I don't know why it's there.
Yeah, we've seen
And
it
then
before.
we have another one that's. Was that a repeat, or is
I
it
don't
just?
know. I never saw it,
just-
but I wasn't there for quite some time.
Okay, this one is just. I don't know. I think David Hasselhoff plays Michael Myers in this one. And then the next one I know is a repeat. I showed that.
It's nice. I like it.
Then keep going. We have someone made this with all the voice actors who played the characters.
I love it.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. So we published a picture of all the voice actors, and someone made this little panel, which
That's
I thought was really
great.
cool. And then we have a Dwight doodle, which is really, really cool. Posted by Voorhees. Obviously, the signature does not say Voorhees, so I don't know who that is. And I believe this brings us to the end of that portion of the program. Right.
which is also the end.
Of the show?
Well, almost, unless you have
Already?
something very important you want to say.
Okay. What do I have on here? Web stuff, that's done. Repeat news and announcements. So, thanks to our mods for joining us. Thanks to Bjorn for making this work. I will be in Taipei with Alex, who speaks Chinese, and Paul, who does not, next week. Come see us at the Taipei game show if you can. There will be a blood hunt starting tomorrow.
Yep.
So double blood points for everybody who's playing, and that is going on until Monday. Save data is being restored as we speak. The process is going to be smoothed out, but it's already happening. Fix exploit patch should have been published right now. Someone will confirm this to us within seconds. What else do I have? That's it. Don't forget to follow. Words of wisdom. I brought a quote from one of my favorite authors ever, Mr. Terry Pratchett. I believe it's Sir Terry Pratchett, actually, who got knighted with a sword made out of a meteorite. So there. He's dead now, unfortunately. But he wrote in the book Small Gods a quote that I like very much that says, "Fear is a strange soil. Mainly it grows obedience like corn, which grows in rows and makes weeding easy. But sometimes it grows the potato of defiance, which flourishes underground." So there.
Okay.
That will be the words of wisdom for today. Anything else?
I don't think so. That's it. See you next week.
Yeah. I will not see you next week.
Yeah. So no word of wisdoms.
Well, you can still find words of wisdom.
No words of wisdom. Is this like it's gonna be only about
Design. Take over. Go for
or
it.
maybe not. Maybe we'll find somebody else. We'll open questions
Yes.
before.
Patch is out.
Hey, great. So,
Double blood
fun.
points is on my birthday. Thanks, Dave.
Well,
You're
thank
welcome.
the team. You're welcome.
Happy birthday. 7-Up diet.
All
So
right.
there.
So that's it. Thank you.
Thanks. See you next time.